Dun Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers, Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's biggest news stories, this week's gaming announcements, and this week's new video game releases. But do me a quick favor, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun. Alright gamers, let's kick off this week in review with a few news stories. Now, a few of the big first-party games that were announced at the recent Nintendo Direct are now available for pre-order, including The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Mario & Luigi Brotherhood, and Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, the last of which has many gamers online upset with the pricing. The HD version of the 2010 Wii game is priced at $60, which is drawing comparisons to the Metroid Prime remake, which released at $40. So let me know in the comments, are you still picking this up at $60 or are you going to wait for a sale? Now, after recent news that PlayStation was opening up their PlayStation VR 2 headset to PC, we hope this may help out the struggling PlayStation 5 add-on. Unfortunately, in a story from Android Central this week, they have heard from a source that Sony is making deep cuts to the funding of VR games, and that there will be little chance for VR game development going forward. The report also stated that at this time, there is only 2 VR games in development at Sony currently. Now, in some cool news for the Elden Ring DLC that released last week, reviews for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree were extremely positive. A matter of fact, a 95 on Metacritic has it sitting as the best rated DLC for any game ever, and it's actually one of the best rated piece of gaming content this year. Have you been playing it? If so, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know some people have been complaining about how hard it is, but they did release an update that I think is going to help with that. It kind of evens out the leveling and stuff like that, so we'll have to see how that works out. Alright gamers, let's take a look at some gaming announcements. Now, we finally got a release date trailer for Epic Mickey Rebrushed. The game is releasing on September 24th for the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. The game is a remake of the 2010 platformer that originally released on the Nintendo Wii and had you taking control of Mickey Mouse armed with a paintbrush. Now, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster received a teaser trailer this week. No release date was announced, but the game will be coming to the PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series systems. This is a remake of the original game that released back in 2006 on the Xbox 360. The game is a zombie survival game, but has you in a mall loaded with crazy weapons and a ton of items based on other popular Capcom franchises. And I absolutely love this game and am super excited for this remake. Now, the Tomba Special Edition release date trailer, as well as a Tomba 2 announcement dropped late last week. The first game will release on August 1st for the Nintendo Switch, PC, and PlayStation 5, with the PlayStation 4 version coming later. Now, the sequel is scheduled for a 2025 release. The game is an action platformer where you take control of a pink-haired caveman. Now, Snow Bros. Wonderland received an announcement trailer this week, with the game scheduled to release this year on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. The game is a single-screen, isometric 3D arcade-style platformer. The Snow Bros. From the original 1990 arcade game return to defend Snowland from the Great King of Evil. Alright gamers, let's finish up with this week's new video game releases. Now, the big release this week, and a game I picked up, I'm playing it and absolutely loving, is Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, and it is releasing exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. This is a remake of the 2013 Nintendo 3DS game, where Luigi takes center stage once again as he uses a modified vacuum cleaner and a flashlight to do some good old ghost busting. Now, Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition was announced last week and released this week digitally on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems. This is a remake of the original 2003 action-adventure game, but does promise to include a mission setting up Beyond Good and Evil 2, which was originally announced back in 2008, and it looked awesome, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Now, Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble released this week on the Nintendo Switch. The game can be played solo or 4-player co-op, featuring 200 all-new stages set across different worlds. The game also has an online mode where 16 players battle it out on a variety of courses to be the first to reach the goal. Now, Frogun Encore released this week on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series systems, and it is a sequel to the first Frogun game. The game is a 3D platformer where you use a frog as a grappling hook. The gameplay and graphic style is reminiscent of the PlayStation 1 style of platformers like Croc Legend of the Gobos. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on June 28th. The week started with Sony joining Nintendo with the decision to skip this year's Gamescom, although Xbox has stated that not only are they going to be there at the world's biggest game show, but they will have their biggest booth ever. Then Elden Ring Shadows of the Erdtree started getting attacked by some gamers playing the game as they feel the game is too difficult. And the week ended with us joining Luigi, grabbing our trusty flashlight and poltergust as we once again plunge into a ghost hunting adventure. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and have fun gaming this week. Shoge World, out.